going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. JBH here, and today I want to talk about, it is the 100th anniversary of the Walt Disney World Company this year. So of course the Disney parks and of course all over the globe will be celebrating, of course, 100 years of wonder for the Walt Disney Company. And today I just want to sit down, talk about a couple of things, and talk about the parks, what's going to happen at the parks, and also stuff that's happening around my area, some stuff that I found out. And so today is just going to be, we're just going to be talking about the Disney 100th anniversary for 100 years of wonder. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. So let's go. Alrighty, everyone. So the first topic, I don't want to touch too much on it, but I do want to go to this event. So the Franklin Institute in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, will be hosting 100 Years of Wonder for the Walt Disney Company in an exhibit, and I do want to definitely try to get to it. It opens on February 18th, and it runs throughout a majority of the year. So it's just gonna feature, the Walt Disney Archives is opening its vault of treasures, showcasing more than 250 of its crown jewels. So it's going to be artifacts, costume props, a lot of different memorabilia throughout the whole company. So it's going to be definitely quite an experience, and that's why I definitely want to try to get to this event and go to it and see how much. I don't know if I'll be able to record. I don't know if these events you're allowed to record or not, but I will try my best. But I like to get to this event because it's going to be so close to me, because I don't live too far from Philly, about an hour and a half away, I would say. So definitely want to get to this event to see everything for this 100 years of Disney, for this exhibit at the Franklin Institute. Alrighty, so of course the next topic I just want to briefly touch on, of course, is the merch. So of course at my local Hallmark store right now, Hallmarks are starting to have Disney 100 celebration merch. I did a little short on it, so if you want to go look out that short, you can see all the different merch I got. I did get two things. I did post it on my Instagram. So if you want to check those items that I got out, you can check there. But so that's nice that slowly there is merch coming out, probably at different retailers. So Shop Disney does have some merch as well, so you can get the stuff from Disneyland Resort or the Walt Disney World Resort on Shop Disney, besides going to the actual parks and getting it. But it's just nice that we're finally getting some more merch, and I'm sure future merch will come out over this whole year, with more 100th stuff on the way. So yeah, I just wanted to talk about that. Alrighty, everyone. So of course the next topic is, of course, we're going to talk about the parks. So the first park we'll talk about is, of course, Disneyland Resort. So Disneyland has a lot of exciting things planned for the 2023 season, and for the 100th anniversary of the Walt Disney Company. And a lot of the things begin on this month, on January 27th of this year. So we're going to actually go down and break through a lot of them and just talk about a little bit about them. So first, they're going to be having a new nighttime spectacular called Wondrous Journeys, which will be of course, in front of the castle. But it will feature, all different types of, projections, and of course it would just feature, about the animation of the Walt Disney Company throughout 100 years. So it's going to be a new fireworks show as well. So it's a big celebration to end the night. So that will be their nighttime celebration. And of course, over in California Park, as you can see on the screen, is World of Color. But this one's going to be called World of Color 1, and that is going to be, of course, their nighttime spectacular at that park, featuring of course all the animation throughout the whole throughout 100 years. So that's going to be really cool to see. I've seen online World of Color, and that shows is absolutely fantastic with those water projections. Right, and then of course Magic Happens is going to be returning to the parade, as the parade that Disneyland they got it actually right before the pandemic happened, and then they had to pull it because all the entertainment and everything got pulled because of COVID. So they're bringing that back, so that is great that they're going to have a daytime parade back, especially this parade back at Disneyland, because Walt Disney World does have Festival of Fantasy Parade, and that's the parade that they are still doing with some cavalcades, of course, that they have throughout the day. And then of course the next topic we'll talk about is actually it's going to be opening on the 27th as well, and that is of course Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. So yes, they are getting Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, just similar. I'm sure it's going to be probably just a copy, like just a copy and paste kind of thing, just like over at Hollywood Studios. It'll probably be the same exact layup and design. I'm assuming the same type of track layout and everything, same scenes, unless there's going to be new scenes. I'm not too sure. But I would think it would be the same, because that's what they did for Remy's Ratatouille adventure at Epcot. They just copied and pasted from Disneyland Paris. So that's probably what I'm assuming what they're going to do probably for Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. It's a great ride. If you have not gone on it yet, highly recommend it. It's really fun. Now I know a lot of people are disappointed because that's where the Great Movie Ride used to be at the old Chinese theater there. I do miss that ride too. I did really like that ride. But I love this new Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway kind of a little bit more. Don't get me wrong. I did. It was nice that I got to ride it one more time back in 2016. Before it closed down. Excuse me. But yeah. So and then of course the next topic we'll talk about is the Lunar New Year, which is of course that's going to start on the 20th of January, which is it's the year of the rabbit this year. So they're going to have all different types of celebrations with characters and everything at Disney's California Adventure Park. Nothing to do with the 100th, but I figure I'd talk about it. And of course also for Disneyland they have all the decor. They have everything set up throughout the castle with 100-year celebration flags and decorations, which they are filling that, and hopefully Walt Disney will do the same then. And of course they'll have some festival fare, some feast merch, it said, like Mickey Sipper Cup and of course a Mickey popcorn bucket. So let's go ahead and go on to Walt Disney World next. Alrighty everyone, so next let us go to the Walt Disney World Resort, and just to let everybody know that the 50th celebration of the Walt Disney World Resort does run until March 31st. So with that being said, I don't think anything for the 100th will not start until after the 50th ends. So that's why it's going to be starting in Disneyland first, and that's why I think it's not going to happen until, of course, April, springtime, the after and so on. After that is when I think Walt Disney will celebrate stuff. But today, let's go ahead and start. All right. So of course, as we do know that Disney World has announced that, of course, Happily Ever After is returning in April, and of course, Epcot Forever is coming back, and that will be replacing Harmonious and Epcot. I know I'm a little sad about that, because I really love Harmonious. If anyone's seen it, I just think it's so great. I know a lot of people don't like the barges because being in the way and stuff, which I can see. I can see that point of view. I guess I can understand that's why. But I just feel like it's just a waste of money because Disney put so much money into that show, and now just to destroy the barges and everything. I just feel like if they were going to bring a show back, I wish it was Illuminations, Reflections of Earth. Because that one I think is a definitely better show. Like Epcot Forever is really not the greatest show. I'm sorry, but that's just my opinion. It's good, but I really don't probably need to watch that show, even though I've seen it online. But I would really like, I just wish Harmonious was staying. But I heard that I thought Epcot will be getting a new show. There is a new show coming because of the 100th anniversary. But I felt like if there is a new show coming with the 100th year of animation and all that, I think that should be either at Hollywood Studios in front of the old Chinese theater, because they do a show in front of their World of Animation there. So I think that would have been a good place to put that show there, or maybe put it in front of delay Happily Ever After maybe till the end of the year and show a new show at Magic Kingdom for the 100th, just like Wondrous Journeys is going at Disneyland. But yeah, let me know what your thoughts and opinions on that. What shows your favorite, and yeah, so just comment down below if you have any concerns or anything. What do you think will happen next? What will happen with any of the shows coming for the 100th? But anyway, let's go ahead to the next topic. So the next topic is of course Tron. Tron is opening very, very soon. It's just sad that it did not get open for the 50th. But I think because of COVID, since the parks were closed, that did, of course, delay a lot of the construction progress. So that is why, of course, it is opening just right after the 50th. Soon, of course, it will be in the cast member previews, and then of course pass holder previews, and of course open to the general public, of course in April. So yeah, so that is what is going on with Tron. I can't wait to go on Tron, and I'm sure it's just like I said, it's so excited that I brought that ride from Shanghai Disneyland. But yeah, so I'm excited to ride that. All right, so of course the next topic, like some of these topics, we're just might be speculation. Of course, I would love to see a new parade return to Walt Disney World, like maybe replacing Festival of Fantasy for the 100th year. You know, I know that Disneyland is getting Magic Cabins returned, or those cavalcades that you saw there, that they celebrate the 100th. They were celebrating the 50th. I have a feeling that those are going to be 100th cavalcades. Like, I think all the characters are going to be in new, brand new outfits, which you have seen. I think Disneyland Paris started with that, and of course they're coming to Disneyland, so I think that's what's going to happen with those cavalcades. They're just going to be 100th cavalcades to celebrate that. And then of course at Epcot there, when you saw the Reflections of Earth, I don't know if anything's going to do a Beacon of Magic, because I really would like to see some I like to have the Epcot Beacon of Magic at least stay, because that one's just really cool, and I just love those nighttime shows. Alrighty, but yes, I would love for some nighttime parades to return. I think Disney World does need a nighttime parade. Ever since, of course, the Main Street Electric Parade left and went back to Disneyland, I know that they used to have Paint the Night. I would love to see Paint the Night come to Disney World, and I really was hoping that they would have had a parade for the 50th for Walt Disney World at night, just to celebrate, more of the celebration, because I think that Disney World is kind of in a desperate need for a nighttime parade, because nighttime parades are always so fantastic, and it really brings, of course, the park to life at night. So that's what I think about that idea about bringing nighttime shows back. But hopefully they will keep, like I said, about the Beacons of Magic. If they'll make anything new because of the Walt Disney World celebrating 100 years, if they'll make like a special Beacon of Magic for that. But yeah, okay. So the next topic is kind of talking about, of course, like the decorations and the statues that they have around the park. So after the 50th ends, I'm assuming that they will take everything down for the 50th. All those signage, all the signs throughout the whole resort, taking down all those stuff off the castle, all those decorations, and it makes me wonder, will they decorate, of course, for the 100th? Like to put all 100 signs all over the resort, kind of similar to like Disneyland in front of the castle and that. And will they decorate it like the castle and all as well for the 100, instead of taking that 50 there, maybe putting 100 on it as well. Of course, I was thinking an idea with the statues that they'll change them to all silver instead of gold, because I know they were selling them in silver sets as well. So, but we'll see. Alrighty, but yeah, I just want to see if they would do that, with those statues. So that they did make those new Magic Band Pluses, they're called now, and they light up. They do some interactions with those statues throughout the park. So I would say to keep those statues, going, I would say they could just, like I said, just repaint them to all silver, because like I said, they do sell them at the parks where you can buy them in like a set or something, where they do sell them like statues, and they're all silver, and it's for the 100th right now. I remember seeing those online, so I would say so they can keep using those statues then as well, even for those Magic Band Pluses as well, when more people come to the park, so they can get keep using those Magic Bands. But we'll see if they do that. If not, they will just probably get rid of them after the 31st, but we'll see. Alrighty everyone, well, I hope you enjoyed this video today of talking about everything for Disney's 100th celebration, celebrating 100 years of the Walt Disney Company, 100 years of wonder. So I'm super excited for everything that Disney has in store for us this year. One thing I forgot to mention that about if you did join D23 this year, become a D23 member, you'll get a nice Mickey statue, silver statue. if you become a member this year, besides getting some perks to events and getting some issues through D23 as well. Not to mention that, just remember about that as well. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video talking about the different stuff happening at the parks and what could happen. I like to get to the Franklin Institute for the 100th years of celebration of the exhibit there at the Franklin Institute, so hopefully get there. But anyways, hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Till then guys, I'm JBH, and until the next adventure, I'll see you guys real soon. See yas.
I only hope that we never lose sight of one thing, that it was all started by a mouse.